Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Matthew here at Evolution Chiropractic. I want to introduce the spiral lunge to individuals that are interested in strengthening their glutes and their hamstrings, but mainly their glutes, or activating their glute fibers. So the way this works and the way this looks is, what you want to do is you want to find some space where you can introduce a split stance lunge. So for all my yogi individuals, right, this is the warrior pose. We're not going to do the warrior pose. We're going to actually have our foot pointed forward, and our toes are going to be on the ground, and our heels are going to be off. I'm not on a tightrope. I'm a little wide. I'm almost shoulder length, but a little bit wider. It doesn't matter how wide you go. This back foot, I want you to internally rotate, right? So our feet mirror our hips. So if we're standing all day like this or sitting like this, our hips are open. It's bringing external rotation to our femur heads. If we stand like this, right, we have internal rotation, our hips kind of close down, and it's a little bit more secure. So front foot forward, back foot slightly raised off the ground and internally rotated. What we're going to do here is we're going to touch our pubic bone and push the pubic bone backwards. This is going to introduce a hinge into our system. So let's just pulse here for a moment and feel what a hinge feels like. Hinges should not be rolled forward. We should not be rolling our back. We should kind of have integrity in our spine, be tall with our breath, and just hinge forward. You'll notice that the foot that's forward, you're going to start to load it, and you're going to say, wow, this is actually activating my glutes on this front foot. So this is the start of our woodpecker, or the start of our spiral lunge. In this next motion, I want you to think about gripping the ground with your feet and then pulling everything midline. So by doing that, you're turning on your adductors of your legs, and you're activating, again, more of your glutes. So the ground is squeezing together. I'm pulling the ground together. I can make this really easy, or I can make this really hard. So really hard is I'm squeezing really tight. Easy, I'm just like, I'm hanging out here. But if I'm really wanted to work, I'll squeeze the ground together. I'll get tall with my breath, with my big decompression breath. I'm going to pull my pubic bone forward. So I'm not going to pour out a lot of water. I'm going to hold my pubic bone and my pelvis with integrity. And I'm going to hinge forward, and I'm going to bring my hands together. In this motion, I'm going to squeeze my hands together. My fingertips are tight. My elbows are not bent, and they're not totally locked out. They're just nice and relaxed, but they do have some lengthening to them. In this motion, we're going to hinge forward, and so all of our weight pretty much is on this front leg. And then we're going to spiral to this front leg. As I do this, I'll really notice a lot of tension and a lot of activation of this front glute and front outside muscles. I'm going to spiral back and come forward. So right foot forward, left foot back, again, internally rotated, that back foot. I'm not on a tightrope. I'm not like this. I'm rather like this. I'll angle it from this. So here I am. I'm big. I'm pulling my pubic bone up. I'm getting tall with my breath. I'm creating this canister in my diaphragm and pelvic floor. I'm getting tall, pushing my pubic bone back to hinge. My front leg is taking all the load. My hands are together, really squeezing tight. Lunging forward, spiraling, and keeping my gaze into my hands. Spiral out, come back. Lunge forward, hinge forward, spiral and look forward, unspiral, come out, hinge, spiral, and look. You're going to notice a lot of work and activation of your outside, or rather your leg that's bent. This outside glute, all those muscles are going to fire. You're also going to notice that when you rotate, you're going to be bringing a lot of stretch and motion to your QL and your side body. All day long, many of us live in a very flexed world. So this is going to introduce a little bit of rotation and spiral component to your life and to your mid-body. Play with this and let me know how it goes. If you have questions or concerns or comments, please comment below, and I'd love to answer them. Cheers.